I've got a craft items haul for you today. Hello everyone, I'm Caroline, and I've got a few bits and pieces, and they're not all from thrift stores or charity shops. The first thing I'm going to show you is what's in this box. I went to visit a garden centre to get some bulbs for the garden, and I accidentally, I know this sounds silly, went to the wrong garden centre. It turns out I wanted the one across the road, which is where I was aiming. But when we got in this garden centre, they had a sale on. Now, you know me, I love a sale. And they had these little pots. Pull them out. And I thought they were really cute and very versatile. It would have been better if they'd had a hole in the end. It would have just made things easier for crafting, but still, I'm going to be able to do a lot with these. And I've got 8 of these in here. Oops. And they were 8 for £1. So I thought that was very reasonable. I've got some bits of tatty brown paper that will be perfect for my journals. And these, now you can either use them to put things in for pots. You can use them as risers. I was going to be organised and have things to hand to show you, but I haven't. So if we use that as, I don't have anything to hand to show you what, wait a minute, we'll use this book. Just a second. I've got this old diary here. You can use them as a riser. You could even, if you wanted to be a bit flash, you could put a double riser on. Woohoo! And let's have a look what else you could do. You could join them together like that. Make a skittle, wouldn't it? Or a little like Russian doll type thing. You could paint the face and the clothes on it. What if we do it this way? Oh, it looks like one of those Diablos, is it? Did you juggle with string? I wouldn't advise it with these pots. They are ceramic. So there are quite a few things you can do with these. I know what I'm going to be doing with a lot of these because I've got ideas for Christmas. So you can see lots in there. But not only were they 8 for £1, they also had these. And these were 12 for £1, but they only had 8 of them left. So the lady said, oh, have 4 ceramics to go with it to make it up to 12. So, very pleased there. And I got 8 of these, and look at them. They're beautiful. They galvanise, and they've got little heart cutouts. We'll take another one out, and we'll do the usual, try them in different angles and for different things. They are a little bit awkward because of the heart shapes, which have an orientation. They are going to be upside down when you turn them that way, but that's not a huge problem. Again, you could do that sort of thing. You can make, oh, I got an idea. If I get another one out, got lots of little plastic bags. You could do that and make a very tall riser, or turn it that way with the wider bit at the bottom. And you can make a very tall riser. Or even if you've got a small candlestick or candle holder type thing, or make one, put on the top, you've got yourself a candlestick, or even a pair of candlesticks if you make 2. Oh, I like those. And let's have a look if they would make a perfectly serviceable riser. I think with a bit of rustic wood on the top. I think I'd possibly go for 2 because I like the look on them together. But that's up to you. I also love the look on galvanised metal. Look at that. It's just so pretty. Very clever. Right, so that's those. So that was £2 spent. You know me, last of the big spenders. And let's have a look what else we got. Now, these were 10p each, but I've already used 2 or 3 of them on my display behind me when I did my craft for Friday gone. So you will see some of them. They're orange, the ones in there. But they had these 10p each, and I love a doily. You can use them for craft. You can use them for journaling. You can just use them on your display. So we got that one, and this one, which I think is, I'll put it down there. It's a bit of a tray clothy thing, I think. There, and got little ones to go with it, which makes me think it's from one of those, I'm not sure what you would call them, and you get like a dish to put all your perfume bottles on, and then you get 2 candlesticks, that sort of thing. So I think that's probably for a dressing table. And look at this one, which is lovely. It's a bit damaged, but that's not a problem. It also makes it easier if you wanted to cut this up to do something with. You don't feel so bad if it's already starting to break. And look at this one. Which is a little bit out of shape, but that's not a problem. We can find something to do with that. And then this and this. Now, somebody's had an accident there. I don't know what they spilt on it. So I just pop those through the washing machine, and then they're going to be perfect for my crafting in some form or other. Look at that. I do actually, seeing those together, doesn't that make a lovely French shabby chic look? I wonder if we layer them out. These videos always take much longer than I assume because I keep getting carried away with all my ideas. So we put those, and we're going to go for this end here just to see what it looks like. With the layers there. And we put a pink one on. No, we put a pink one on before we put the beige one on. Try and bring some deep colour into the middle. And then that there. And then, it's not really very round, but we can put that there. And if you just take that as a snapshot, look at that. All those beautiful layers and all those pale muted tones. Oh, that's beautiful. Imagine that on the cover of a journal. Oh, I think that's gorgeous. Oh, you could even frame these up. They'd make really simple to do craft and look absolutely fabulous. But we can't stop. We've got more to do. Serviettes, I call these. Yes, they're paper napkins. I had these for 50p. I'm always on the lookout for cheap napkins because I don't like paying full price because I never use a whole pack of 30 or however many are in there. Only usually you end up using about 5, so I don't want to spend a lot on them. So at 50p, it's okay. And they're also brilliant then for swapping with friends. If your friends have got some serviettes, then you can have a little bit of a serviette swap. And so you're almost getting your serviettes for half price. Unless you're the sort of person who will use all 30. But I love these. Look at that. It's almost a vintage look to that. I suppose it must be from a vintage image because Santa is actually smoking a pipe, which is naughty Santa. You need to give that up. You've got his sack of toys there. And then, of course, you've got 4 images. So you can do so much with one serviette. If I was making 4 crafts out of this one, then that would take me a while. And also, when you're making anything with serviettes, if you're gluing them to something, you have to take the backing off. Save the backing because it's brilliant for if you make, well, if you're a journaler or you like doing any sort of images in books, sometimes it's nice to put that over as a little bit of texture. Right. On to the next thing. Do something pink. Yes, you all know Barbie is big at the moment. Oh, Barbie is everywhere. It's down to the Barbie film. I haven't seen it, but I do know that it's everywhere you look, it's Barbie, and they're playing Barbie Girl by Aqua on the radio all the time. They've made a wonderful resurgence with that song. So I got this ballet dancing pink doll because pink is a lovely colour anyway. I love pink for Christmas, but now there's an excuse to have a pink Christmas, isn't there? Not that we need an excuse. If we want a pink Christmas, we can have a pink Christmas. We can have any colour we like. So this is my little pink angel. She's not got any wings, so I could make her some wings. I may not. I know what she's going to be doing. It involves her and a star. But I'm not sure yet whether I'll give her wings. I probably won't. But they may appear. You know me. I'm terrible for changing my mind. So she's got lovely long legs. Look at that. She's very elegant. Look at her pointy toes. I always wanted to be a ballet dancer. I never even went to a ballet class, but I would have enjoyed it. I used to love watching it on the TV. She's got lovely yarn hair. I will need to try and get this to stick down a bit. Now, I don't want to glue it, so I'll probably put an iron on very, very gentle heat and iron it down. Well, I suppose I could hold it like this long enough. Boo! So there she goes. And how much do you think she cost? She's beautiful. She's a nice quality. Let's snip that off. It's annoying me. And she was 50p. I do love a charity shop or thrift store buying. Right, over you go. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. And while we're on a doll theme, I was looking for a Barbie. And they had some Barbies, but they were really expensive and they weren't that nice. When I was looking around all the thrift stores, charity shops, they realised that suddenly they're very desirable and they're charging a lot. And if the hair's been cropped, you could fix it, but it's easier not to. And then I saw this one. I didn't know whether to buy it or not. It was £2.50. But as many of you know, my husband is a terrible enabler. If I show an interest in something, he's like, go on, get it. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about the price, buy it. So he taught me into it. So I got this. Now, the wings are perfect. I would have wanted to put wings on anyway. It was the plan. And I didn't realise, because my children are long grown up, that you could have Barbies with wings. So I don't think they come off, but I won't want to take them off anyway. I wondered if maybe they fluttered automatically when you moved her arms or something like that, but I don't think they do. Did anything happen there? No. I have tried all the different ways, but I love the fact that she's got this fairy stance with her feet. She looks like she's about to fly away, doesn't she? Which matches her wings. Now, she will need some clothes. I mean, I could use her with this. It looks like a bathing suit, but I want to do something a little bit prettier and more glamorous. So I have got... Now, this came from a thrift store, about 2 years ago now. It's amazing when you look in your stash, what you find from long, long ago. And just to give you a quick idea, I don't want to spend too long doing this. I could make her a lovely skirt out of that. That would be very floaty and gorgeous. So I may well use that. I have been looking in my stash because I got a collab coming up. End of October with Annie from Indie Annie Jones, and I'm looking forward to that. And one of the things, or one of the rules is it's going to have to be something out of my stash. And I've already found 2 things I'm really excited to use, but I'm using this as a perfect excuse to sort through my stash and get rid of things that I've had for a while. At first, I used to keep every box, every carton when I first started crafting. I'm trying to get rid of those now so that I've got room for things that maybe are not so easy to come by. I can always find a box. Anyway, I digress. Pop that there. So she's lovely. I'm probably going to do something with her hair. I think, something in it there. I think I heard that you can put conditioner onto a doll's hair like this. I'm going to check before I do it. But I think she needs something done to these locks. They don't look, they're a bit sticky up. She looks like me first thing in the morning. So we'll definitely do something. Oh, I suppose we could put it up in a bun. Is this, do you all call it a bun wherever you live? Is it a bun? Do something like, no, well, you know what I mean. We could do something like that and make her look glamorous, couldn't we? Or we could give her ponytails and make her look a little bit more sort of young girl around town. I don't know, skateboarding, flying Barbie. So she's going on the top of a tree, and I think she's going to look lovely. But don't say I said that, because that's my big secret. Only we know that I'm making a Barbie tree for Christmas. I'm going to make some decorations to go on it. It's going to be pink, pink and pink. So keep your eye out for that one. I am excited about that one. I'm excited about Christmas anyway, but I'm really excited about the Barbie tree. Right, moving on. Off you go, Barbie. I got this. Now, if you were on social media, if you're on Facebook, you're bound to have seen these models. Somebody was making them, and they're like a fairy hanging onto a big, huge dandelion clock in the wind, and they're massive. And I thought, ooh, I would love to get one of those, but well out of my price range. Then I saw this in the thrift store, charity shop, for, put it the right way up for you, £1. Now, it's going to be crinkly. This is one of those super crinkly bags. Told you it was noisy. Perfectly made for ASMR channels, those crinkly bags. Now, I don't think it's in the best of condition. I think it's going to need a little bit of straightening up. But for £1, I'm tempted. I'd love to put this in my garden, but I get the feeling it's only cheaply made and it's going to go rusty. So I may craft with it. Now, I'm trying to figure out which way everything goes. That's got a screw end there. And that, ha-ha! The dandelion clock's got a screw here. So if we screw that on, try not to cross-thread it. It doesn't want to go on. Maybe that's why it was in that thrift store. Because it doesn't fix. Wait a minute. No, it's still not going. I'm screwing and screwing it around and nothing is happening. I don't think it wants to go in. Is that working? Oh, wait a minute. We're on. We're on. No, I think I've cross-threaded it. There we go. That'll do. It's near enough. Whoops. Now I've knocked all my fairies wonky. This poor thing. If these don't get metal fatigue before I finished, it'll be a miracle. So then I got this bit, so that must fit in there like that. Yep. Oh, then you can stick it in your garden. Oh, I like that. And then it looks like these are walking up this big dandelion clock. What do I do? Do I put it in my garden? Or do I use it on a craft? Oh, I don't know what to do. I love it so much. I'll probably use it on a craft without cutting it down. And then when I'm bored with that craft, I'll put it in the garden because it is October now. My garden's going over. I don't go out in the garden very much in the winter because it's so wet here in Wales. You can't tread on the lawn or the soil or anything. It's just like a bog. So maybe I'll make myself a craft that makes me feel like I'm out in the garden for the winter. And then I'll pop it in the spring out amongst my flowers. I love that. For £1, I couldn't leave it there. I thought either craft or garden, but I'm having it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that haul. It's not as big as some of the hauls I've had, but I've had some really lovely things that I do love. My little ballerina, angel, fairy, girl. We just call her a girl. She hasn't got wings. She's a ballerina girl. A prima ballerina. If you have enjoyed this video, then don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And of course, I would love it if you would subscribe because I've got so many lovely Christmas crafts coming up. And there'll be lots of crafts next year as well. It doesn't stop at Christmas. And if you've subscribed, you'll get to know every time I put out a video. Oh, that's as long as you ring the little bell by the side of the subscribe button because otherwise you don't get notified. So ring that little bell and then as soon as my videos go out, you know I'm there. And I'm usually on a Thursday evening and I'm, well, other than a disaster happening, I'm there on a Friday evening too. So it's hauls and perhaps journaling, perhaps a little bit of something else on a Tuesday. Friday is crafting day. Right, I'll see you all next time. But until then, don't forget, happy crafting and have fun. Bye.